like I said, man, it don't matter what set you claiming, red or blue. There should be term limits. This man actually had a freeze frame moment where he was just like he transported somewhere. Speaking of aliens or whatever, he just left. He left his body.
And they got a glimpse of where he going when he died. To give you a hint, it's real hot. He was like, "God damn, I'm going here."
Bruh. When you go around calling yourself the Grim Reaper.
Been good bipartisan and a string of
I don't know, Cuddy. I don't know if
I don't know you're going to be able to do it with the phone.
Maybe your internet is what happened to him.
Yeah, that's good exactly what happened. He's running off my internet.
That's all it is.
Are you good?
Look at me. Look at this motherfucker.
image.
Oh,
Going to go back.
Oh.
Do you want to say anything else to the press?
No.
Okay. I'll take it back.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mitch McConnell literally froze up at the podium where his, one of his little goons had to come and, hit the refresh button on him. Because, he just transported somewhere. I don't know. That look on his face right there was just like, yeah, I think it's about time for me to check out.
Yeah, I think that was his last effort to hold on to life.
Yeah.
And that was a hard fight just now.
Yeah.
I got to make these people miserable.
Do you think he's really going to check out?
I got one.
No. He won't. He's going to hold on until.
I don't think so.
He's not going anywhere.
I don't think so because that shit was serious, man.
Yeah, that should have been really. Somebody should have been like, "Hey, man, we got to do a welfare check on this man and make sure he has all his faculties because he wields so much damn power, man. It's not even funny."
You know what my wife said? She said that he most likely had a mini stroke. You know what I'm saying? That he may have just had a micro strokes. When people have strokes, we're used to, seeing a lot of debilitating effects and all of that. Right. And a lot of times that shit just sits you down. My mother had some of them. And didn't know what the fuck was happening. And my mother was a whole lot fucking younger.
Yeah.
This man is in his 80s.
Yeah.
And
81.
81. And even though he looked older. But finally, at least they're talking about it. Term limits. I mean, you got to look. Gloria Feinstein is in a wheelchair. She had a fucking glitch. They asked her a question and she started talking about some other shit.
Yeah.
You look at Joe Biden. They say he falling everywhere. And he can't keep up with shit. He's slurring his words. That's one of the main reasons nobody wants to reelect him. I don't necessarily, I see the issue with Trump. I don't see the issue with Trump. But one of the things they're talking about is he's 77 years old, so he shouldn't run again. So, I think the general consensus among most Americans, I know we talked about it on this show, these people should have term limits. If a fucking president has term limits,
facts, then
these motherfuckers should have term limits. You should not just be able to keep running. The country's ever changing as we see, and we need new blood in there. A lot of these people, such as himself, have these very antiquated ways of thinking. And damn, I'm sounding like Stephen A today. I'm on a roll. Sounding real good today, baby. But no, this is I can talk like this, people. I'm just with my brothers. But listen, so something's got to give, man. I get there trying to hold on to the reins of power. But motherfucker, you finna die. Look at you though, man.
finna check out.
He's gonna die anyway. These dudes will stay in office until it's time to cut out. Look at McCain.
Yeah.
Look at McCain.
McCain,
what sitting senator has really not died in office? Like, nobody retires. They just stay there until they can't any longer.
Yes.
And that's where we're at with him. And he's what, the House minority or minority leader?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's a lot of power. And, he got, pretty sure by now he has some handlers, because this don't look like it just happened overnight, because they were really like, hey, Mitch, is there anything else you want to say? No.
A lot of people, a lot of people kind of they gave, and I'm not a fan of them, but they gave President Obama a lot of flack. I personally like Justice Sotomayor. We all wanted we thought another brother or sister could have been up in there, which would have been good, but I think Sotomayor's fair. But a lot of people now, she's gone, they're calling out the fact that Ruth Bader Ginsburg stayed way past her time.
She was just trying to stay. Sick. Yeah, she was trying to stay so that wouldn't get her get the pick. But if she stepped down, but how that it was the politics.
And also, that's different though. I mean, a sitting justice is a lifetime appointment. Yeah. Congress is not.
No. Listen. I understand it there. That's a lifetime appointment. But do you really want a lifetime appointment of a Brett Kavanaugh or Amy Gorsuch or Justice Alito or Clarence Thomas? These motherfuckers who making all these wild decisions that they put on one dude. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Of course not. I mean, that's we just sitting on the other end of that that pendulum. We just don't want the people we don't like in there forever. These are lifetime appointments. That it shouldn't be. Don't get me wrong. I believe it shouldn't be, but that's the way it's always been. And just because they get their shittiest people in there at a young age, Ruth Bader Ginsburg was trying to hold on because they held up.
Yep, this guy.
They held up seat. Yeah, he held up seats for both of Obama's terms.
Yeah,
listen,
and said he was doing that. It was no, you will not be able to put anybody on the bench.
That's a heavily debatable argument right there. But my thing is this: what's the difference between the argument? I understand that it's a lifetime appointment, but what's the difference between saying it motherfuckers like him shouldn't be able to keep getting reelected time after time after time because we don't like their politics? It's the same argument. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There should be term limits on all of this shit because, I mean, look, man, I'm you know me.
Yeah.
I would like to say, what's up, Miss Kiki?
Yes, Kiki.
Welcome everyone. Ms.
Hey,
Kiki
how y'all doing?
Miss Kiki done stepped up in the motherfucking building. Salute. Dig it. Hey man, abortion is a tough subject because I do believe that life starts, at conception. But my thing is this. It's not on me to say what a woman does with her body. I'm like this. If you got the power to get rid of my kid, I should have the power to walk away from your ass and not pay child support. If I didn't want a child, you know what I'm saying? Okay. But to say that a woman can't get an abortion even when she was fucking raped, you know what I'm saying? To put penalties on doctors and all of this type of shit. It's a lot of it's a lot of shit that's going on that everybody is kind of like, man, what the fuck is wrong with y'all, man? They rolling back a lot of shit. Go ahead.
It should be term limits, all branches of the government.
Yeah.
Plain and simple. I'm sorry.
It should be age limits too. It should be age limits, term limits.
Yeah.
No matter where you're at.
Now, Cuddy, let me just say one thing, man. I agree with you though. My only disagreement was we made one argument for the senators, congressmen, and then when it came to the Supreme Court justices, it was like, well,
that's how it's been.
That's how it's been. But I agree with you in the sense that can't get mad when they put their people in. Everybody was mad. Everybody was mad that Trump was in there. But them motherfuckers in the khaki pants and all of these people who used to the country being a certain way, these motherfuckers lost their mind when they put a brother in there. So I'm with you on that. You know what I'm saying? One black motherfucker in there.
Yeah, that's what we just corrected ourselves by saying like all branches of the government need to be term limits and age limits. I
just wanted to let Cuddy know I wasn't trying to be, funny with him. That I agree, with his point. Yeah.
Yeah.
You got it.
Less about these politics. I really think that these dudes should be able to do 4 years, and that's it. There's nothing that you can do do your 4 years and go out and get another, because this lifetime politician thing, I mean, it's a ridiculous. There's no America shows that there is no way that a country can function this way without corruption, and by having these people stand there like Mitch McConnell for 60 years, Feinstein, from California, Nancy Pelosi, having these folks in there for 50 years is absolutely ridiculous, and for them to go from the Senate to the House and bounce back and forth. It's nuts. I can't stand it. Our government's corrupt, and this is the reason why it is. I mean, you see where these people have so much influence over every aspect of American life. They are now just insider trading. These people are going in office and coming out multimillionaires.
Yeah.
Just
you saw what the FTX dude did. How much? I think he spread something like 90 million across 300 politicians.
Well, that's what you're supposed to. That's lobbying. That's lobbying.
No,
that's what they call lobbying.
Well,
yeah,
he did that shit because he was in court. And they up his asshole. That ain't lobbying. That's trying to buy a get out of jail free card.
Yeah, I mean, look what Lil Wayne did.
Hey, man,
with old boy, he bought that pardon. That's what they do. You got access. What happened with old Jared Kushner? He was in debt up to his eyeballs. He came out, man. He made a mint, got his daddy pardon, all that good stuff, man. Yeah.
Hey,
you got
do you
access,
remember?
You good?
This was a couple years back. Where there was a dude in China that accidentally poisoned baby formula.
Oh,
they brought him on trial,
killed him.
When he was found guilty, they took him out back and shot his ass.
They killed him. Baby formula.
What's completely different is that Johnson & Johnson has poisoned
did the same thing.
Baby powder. Monsanto has poisoned your corn, your wheat, and anything else
everything that grows
glyphosate on, and nothing happens to these people.
What's the motherfuckers that made the What's the motherfuckers that made the DuPont didn't poison us all with the water?
Yeah, Roundup.
Got them forever chemicals, Roundup. Yeah, you right. I see. Because you know what? Most of the chemicals, this is the only country that a lot of that shit flies. Most of those countries that ban those substances.
Half the stuff they can't even sell over.
Gatorade. Right. We ain't supposed to have Gatorade. It's so many products here now that we're consuming every day, and they banned it in every country, and then they treat it like you said, they'll kill you. They treat it like you're what did he say? The one dude, dang, what did they call him? Like if you
treason.
What do they do? No, what do they do when they duplicate the real fruit? What is that called? I'm sorry, y'all, my brain is farting.
Cloning?
Yeah, when they cloning, it's another way that they say that the
genetically
fruit.
modified.
But yeah, basic
GMO.
There you go.
GMO,
yeah, that's like basically I can't think of the word. I'm so mad, but it's like basically death punishable, like you were saying. But I forgot what they said. Oh, I'm so mad that I can't think of the word. But pretty much America, the government is killing us, period. Like population control. And I think that they're trying to turn us in like to the Jetsons, or trying to get us like I don't know, like it's crazy what this world is going through. Like I be looking at everything and how they're trying
cars.
That
we
part.
already got flying cars. Yeah, we talked about that a couple weeks ago. But yeah, good to
like that, putting that nano stuff in us, like making us trying to be like robots. You know what I mean?
You talk about that new chip from Elon. What's that called?
Yeah,
Neuralink.
Yeah, everything you talk about it's happening.
Fuck all that.
It's happening.
Nigga, fuck around and not pay your bills, and they shut you down like this dude. That's probably what happened. He got the Neuralink.
What about the bank? What about the bank situation? Like they'll be able to tell us what we can spend our money on and stuff.
Yeah. That's gonna be.
That's
huge.
the scary part.
Remember that thing they had where you get to insert and you don't have to have a bank card anymore. You just go up to it and you can scan through your skin. Yeah,
that shit been out for like what, 15
years? Yeah, easy. It depends on if you want to,
Yeah, I ain't doing
jump
that
into
shit.
that. Yeah,
They
no,
gonna
I
get
ain't
these-
that serious.
Yeah, they might could read my dirty thoughts. Hell no.
I'm always walking around with my Costanza wallet. You know. Yeah.
Hey, do you guys ever watch?
the
There's this
tinfoil
dude.
Kango.
What's up?
There's this dude on TikTok called Cancel This Clothing Company, but he does these TikToks where it's like follow the money, and he'll go and he'll research companies, and he will show how they're throwing a bunch of money like across the board. So they'll back like diabetes medicine. They'll be on the board for diabetes medicine, and they'll be on the board for some fucking company that causes diabetes. You know, like they'll be on the board for.
Yeah, that's that shit Prescott Bush did, man. He funded both sides of the war.
Yeah,
World War II,
that's politics
that's how they do
101.
it. Yeah,
That's
a lot of
politics
them,
101.
a lot of these motherfuckers create the problem and sell you the solution.
Hey,
That's
man,
our
that's
government.
America.
That's
That's the American dream
our
right there.
government
Yeah,
right
read
there,
that
man.
book. Read that book, The Hidden Hand. That shit tells you all about that shit. How it's kind of like what was that? What was that shit that Hitler bombed? I'm gonna say this shit wrong. Was it the Reichstag? Was it the Reichstag or some shit? He bombed the shit, blamed it on the Polish, I think, and used that shit as an excuse.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was a big ass fucking
Okay.
museum.
Can I say this why it came to my mind? They would treat the people like a terrorist and kill them if they genetically modify their fruit or anything like their vegetables. I had to get that out. Okay.
Chinese.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't play that shit over there, man. Don't nobody want mutant eggs and shit. I mean, you know.
The chicken's got a dick.
Right.
How we get all this damn produce and ain't no trees? You know,
Man, listen, man. I was eating some wings the other night. And all I could think was like, God damn, when you think about all the wing restaurants, BW3s, Pluckers, Fire Wings, like we go to Zaxby's, then the motherfuckers who are able to make the wings themselves. Motherfuckers eat wings every day on this planet. How are we producing enough goddamn chickens?
Remember, there was a chicken.
Clones got
what was that?
titties.
There was a chicken wing shortage, but there wasn't chicken thighs.
Yeah.
I was like, how does that happen? Wingstop ran out of wings, but was selling thighs.
That's what I'm saying.
It was like, okay, so what part of the bird is that, man? Like, where you just only buying, just the thighs?
Man,
that's how the bird comes now, just with thighs, no wings.
And then you got to watch, because let me say this. Somebody, I don't know if it was one of you or my wife. No, it was my wife. She sent me a video. These brothers caught the motherfuckers catching pigeons and taking them shits up into the Chinese restaurant.
Yeah.
Went in there with the camera like, is this y'all? Feed motherfuckers pigeons and shit.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, man.
Yeah, they did that with cats too. Like in the back alley, they had cats, dogs. They got so much footage of all that. Rats.
That HBO special where they I remember back in the 90s, whatever, and they went and you went to, it's like a pet shop and you went and picked out your animal. And
how bad could it be?
You got down.
How bad could it be, man? It's free range. Like, have you ever seen a chicken ranch? Like, they just throw a bunch of birds inside of a small building and they cut their beaks off so they don't peck each other to death because they're so packed in so tight. Like, did we rolled past one of those chicken processing places in Yuma, and the smell, like you could barely see the building from the road, but that smell hit your ass.
Yeah,
like the way they raise animals in this country is so disgusting. They have to pump them full of so many antibiotics and hormones just to keep them alive, and this shit trickles down.
That's the way they raise. That's the way they raise animals any goddamn where. You ever see a motherfucker herd dogs in Korea? I ain't never seen this species of dog.
Yeah, man.
Little dirty ass dog. I'm like, why does this motherfucker got 17 dogs? And he looked like a shepherd. He walk around looking like Jesus and shit with all these dogs.
Nobody has to vaccinate a pigeon. They're healthy birds.
Man, listen.
I'm over that. I'm good on that, man. I'm
I'll eat the fuck
Just
out
don't
of a
tell
pigeon.
me. Just don't tell me.
I'm sure in Mad Max they was eating whatever meat they could get.
Yeah. Protein is protein.
You ever use cat oil on your lips?
Next. Next, man. Ain't nobody using no damn cat
Yeah,
oil.
I use
Next.
cat oil before on my lips.
Man, you sound like the booty bandit. Go ahead, man.
No, I don't. I never sound like that nigga. They done made that nigga a celebrity, man.
I mean, they want to hear from him.
Nah, I don't want to hear that shit.
Come on, man. That shit
It was
is
like, you
hilarious.
miss prison? I miss booty.
Hey,
You know,
this nigga talked about raping dudes. I was done when he said it made me close my eyes.
It was fire too. It was
Next.
fire.
There
too.
you go. There you
Next,
go.
man.
Come on.
Please roll
Come on.
footage. Please.
That's how Mitch looked.
Here we go.
Go ahead.